pretty much terrifyingly saying that this is proving that this court has a financial interest in the matter. And it also proves that this is not government, but a corporate entity. So, Your Honor, how can I ever be tried fairly and just if the court, when the court and its officers hold a multi-million-dollar financial interest?
Welcome to Courtroom Secrets.
Court's going to call case number 23 CR 884, People versus Michaela Mayberry. I'll take entries starting with the people.
Amanda Becker for the people.
And good morning, Miss Mayberry. If you can just state your name for the record.
Oh, Your Honor, I respectfully appear a special limited appearance as the living woman, Michaela Mayberry.
Okay. This matter was set for a jury trial back in February, and Miss Mayberry failed to appear. We need to get this reset for trial. And how many days were we setting this for?
It was set for 5 days. Your Honor, the people do have a motion for non-testimonial ID that is pending, as well as a motion for added counts that would qualify for PH.
Okay. Ms. Mayberry, did you wish to make any record on the motion for non-testimonial identification and the motion to add counts?
Your Honor, can I make a few records on a statement before we proceed with any other actions?
Go ahead.
Okay. As mentioned, I respectfully appear by special limited appearance as the living woman, Michaela Mayberry. I must first place a few matters on the record before any other actions proceed, as these are fundamental to my understanding and peace of mind, and I speak them in good faith and honor.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'm here today propria persona, not pro se. I am not representing a legal fiction, and I do not voluntarily submit to any roles presumed upon me under any administrative titles or statutes. I reserve all of my rights without prejudice under UCC 1-308 and demand that none be waived knowingly or unknowingly, as I do not consent to any contracts or jurisdictions not fully disclosed and agreed upon. Notice was already served, including IRS Forms 2848 and 56, formally revoking any presumed power of attorney and relationships that may have been assumed by this court or its officers. And in doing so, I did send notice via certified mail to the courts and its officers, including the DA, and with the recipient's acknowledgement with the green return signature slips that I received to my Texas abode. And in doing so, the DA, the court, and the officers chose acquiescence with no rebuttal to any of the notarized claims or notices that were sent. And to my surprise, there was like some unsettling financial documents that I discovered. And in law, acquiescence is considered, acknowledgement. And they had the duty to respond and chose silence and didn't rebuttal.
Okay.
So the acknowledgements and agreement was agreed upon per the UCC 1-202 notice acknowledgement and mentioned in CFR, like 11 CFR 111.45 in the administrative procedures.
Right.
And the financial documents that were discovered were obtained by my financial institution, Fidelity, which were verified by Bloomberg specialists. And the matter 23 CR 884, to my surprise, developed a QSIP number 316-138-106 with the fund symbol FEQIX, pretty much terrifyingly saying that this is proving that this court has a financial interest in the matter. And it also proves that this is not government, but a corporate entity. So, Your Honor, how can I ever be tried fairly and just if the court, when the court and its officers hold a multi-million-dollar financial interest in the matter, and it's being traded through the CRIS system and on the stock exchange as a security?
Okay. Ms. Mayberry, did you have any position on the motions that were filed?
Yes, these are my positions. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 15 states, should be no injustice in the court. So where is the justice? How is this justice? So I'm not consenting to joinder with any corporate entity bearing my name and do not consent to be administered. I'm not here to disrupt. I'm not here to argue. I'm simply here to preserve the record, speak my truth in peace, and request that no adverse inferences be drawn from my silence. And I request that if this court intends to proceed, that it produce on the record today a verified claim by a living injured party, the DA's license to practice law, and not their bar membership number, a lawful contract bearing my signature, and a proper delegation of authority granting this court jurisdiction over me, the living woman.
Okay.
And if this court does not possess any of those items or all of those items today, that I ask that this matter is closed and settled honorably, as I do not consent to coercion, incarceration, or any compelled contracts. And again, respectfully request that no adverse inferences be drawn from my silence or non-participation in assumed position.
Okay.
May God be with me as he who can judge me. 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 4 and 5 state that it is God who judges me. Therefore, do not pronounce judgment before the time God comes, who will then shed light to the things now hidden in the darkness and disclose the true purposes of the hearts. And then each one will receive their commendation from God.
All right.
Praise be.
Thank you, Ms. Mayberry. What the court's going to do, the court's reviewed the motion to add counts. Court's going to grant that motion. I know Ms. Mayberry's record that she made today in regards to each of those motions. Ms. Mayberry has previously been advised as to her right to court-appointed counsel. Ms. Mayberry has previously represented that she intends on representing herself. Court's also going to grant the people's motion for non-testimonial identification. Based on the added counts, court's going to set this for a preliminary hearing. How much time do you need, Ms. Becker?
For the preliminary hearing, I would ask for 2 weeks to make sure that subpoenas are received.
And how much time for the actual hearing? An hour?
An hour.
Okay. We're going to set for a preliminary hearing and then we're going to clear, did you say 4 days for trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. June 2nd at 1 for motion, for preliminary hearing.
That works for people.
Just trial. Let's go on top of Sailors. Unless Ms. Becker's on that. Are you on the Sailors case, Ms. Becker?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
If it would be possible to set in August or later, the people have, since we are getting buckles within the next 2 weeks, we will expedite that testing as much as possible. But that is going to add about a month or two.
August 24th through the 27th.
That works for people.
Okay. All right. Anything else from the people?
Not for the people.
All right. We'll be in recess. Thank you.
Your Honor, so sorry, before we finish, so the people, since Ms. Mayberry is pro se, will have the detective in this case go to the jail with his body worn camera, and he will do those buckle swabs at the jail under video.
Understood.
Your Honor, I'm not pro se, I'm propria persona. And I asked the court if they had any of those documentations today.
I'm respectfully denying the request that they produce those documents today. You've made your record, but I'm not going to grant that request. All right.
So is this court not dealing justly?
Let everyone make their record, Ms. Mayberry. We'll see you at the next court date. We'll be in recess.